Hey, what it do, my people? Yes, BFAFL to the E double, and I am starting a new podcast called The Hurt Biz. And I want you guys all to follow me, and we can conquer this boxing business and analyze things together. Because boxing, I do believe, is just a universal art form, and it brings people together. And it's a great way to train your body, your mind, and establish some discipline in your life. So I do not believe boxers get enough coverage, even the up and coming ones. So I will be covering those because I have some in my area and even some that I'm close to that need some coverage even before they make it big. And it's some exclusive talent, some great talent that you guys need to recognize, and I will be the one to bring it to the world. At least do my due diligence. Okay, so I do believe boxing is is essential for life. It really translates to life. So I am going to be very passionate when covering this sport. I'm going to respect the athletes that are within the sport and respect the sport in itself because you can't play boxing. And anyone that really analyzes the sport or has put on a pair of gloves or even trained or gotten that square circle will understand where I'm coming from. So much respect from BFA Flex, FL to the E double. I am an artist, so please check out my music content as well. Matter of fact, I have a new single out called "Watch Me Finago." Yeah, please check that out. Check that out as well. It's dope. Tell them come watch me finago for sure. Prepare the place for my enemies at my table. Yeah, so I know plenty people um, understand where I'm coming from with that, and can familiarize with that saying as well. And it sits home and it hits home, shall I say. But um, just to keep it going, we got a great fight. We got great fights coming up, period. Like boxing is back. We've got Turkey Al Sheik, who's involved now in the boxing world, and he's matchmaking. He's bringing it back, man. He's forcing these guys to really fight each other, man. The best fighting the best. And they are prize fighters, so you gotta respect the fact that they want that bag. And he understands that, man. But he wants to deliver for the fans as well. And I can only respect it, man, as a fan of the sport and the science. So I understand casuals, but I'm looking for the real guys that really analyze the sport, and I want to converse with those guys as well, and so and give you guys some deep analysis on these great fights. So if you are a betting man, which I'm not, but if you are, you can make an educated bet rather than just throwing your money away. But yeah, this is all just opinion. If you know boxing, no one knows boxing. Anything can happen, especially when you're putting the right guys together in the ring to go against each other. Anything can happen. So that brings me to a great fight today. A great fight today. Oh my gosh, in the heavyweight division. Um, Heavyweights, they're pretty much recognized as the baddest men on the planet. If you're a heavyweight champ, you should be recognized as that. Um, Not always the most skilled, but we have somebody that's not only the baddest right now or considered, but they consider him one of the most skilled. And we're talking about Alexander Usyk. Um, he's fighting a guy in a rematch today, Daniel Dubois, that he had a controversial bout with in the first match. On record, he did he did stop Daniel Dubois in the first match, but it was a controversial decision. So we are looking forward to this rematch, and we're looking to see if that controversy was an actual controversy or the right man won. Um, my opinion, um, this fight can go one of two ways. Um, Alexander Usyk could box the socks off Daniel Dubois. Um, if Dubois comes out and tries to merely box with Alexander Usyk, um, I believe in order for Dubois to win, which is the second way this fight can go, he will stop Usyk by being on his front foot, being aggressive, catching and shooting the whole fight, having Usyk on his back foot. So he will do a combination of boxing and fighting. So he would be catching and shooting to the body, sometimes doubling up to the body, then to the head, things of that nature, cutting off the ring. So Usyk can't slide to his weak side, feint on slide to his weak side, combo slide to his weak side. Because Usyk is a master at that. Similar to the Lomachenko style, but he's a heavyweight, undisputed, and an undisputed cruiserweight. So there's much respect there. But that is the only way Daniel Dubois wins this fight. He has to be the bigger man. And you know, one person I like him to, I hope he's done, I'm pretty sure he has because it's a fellow countryman of his. I'm pretty sure he has. Do some research on Lennox Lewis. Even even after he took losses and he avenged those losses, those rematches, he literally changed his mentality and he fought like the bigger man on his front foot, everything just aggressive, hard. Yeah, biting down on his mouthpiece. Just a dog, man. He was a real lion. And if anyone doesn't know about Lennox Lewis, I urge you to look him up. One of the greatest heavyweights, one of my greatest heavyweights, um, in my book of all time. Um, just a dog, man. Just a dog, man. And he fought like one, man. But it's a fellow countryman of Daniel Dubois, I believe. And they're similar in stature. They were both just phenom specimens as far as physically. About the same height. Yeah. So it translates. It translates, man. So I would say he should do some studying or some film on his fellow countryman Lennox Lewis. I believe he has, and take that mentality and literally take it to Usyk. Take it to Usyk. We see that Usyk complains about body shots no matter where they are. Um, much respect to Usyk, man. He's an all-time great. Even if he loses this fight, it doesn't take away from his greatness. Styles just make fights. But Daniel Dubois, if he stays on his front foot, catches and shoots, especially early, digging to the body, ah, it's going to be a long night for Usyk. It's going to be a long night for Usyk. And he has to change levels. He has to go body, head, body. He can't just focus on Usyk's head. He cannot. Establish his jab. He has a pretty good, powerful jab, Daniel Dubois. But this is all being optimistic. He still has to go in there and do everything he said. Chaos and destruction. But he's up against an all-time great. So that's taking nothing away from Usyk. Um, I don't have an official pick, but like I told you, this fight can go one of two ways. Usyk by decision or Dubois by stoppage. All right, so we do have more content coming to you. There's some great fights ahead of us. Um, we'll be talking more about the Brian Norman, Haney, Benavidez yard card, the closer we get to that fight. But other fights as well we'll be covering along the way. And just stay tuned, man. We got a bunch of exclusive content. I got some up and coming boxers from the amateurs going pro soon that are phenoms and prodigies that you guys might not be aware of in this world. These are local guys that I know. One of them is an 18-time junior Olympic champion, and I will be getting an exclusive interview with him. But yeah, just follow the Hurt Biz. This is a new podcast for boxing, covering boxing. I do not believe boxers, even though this is one of the greatest sports in the world, I do not believe boxers get enough coverage, and there's not enough people covering them. And this is one of the greatest sports in the world, so that's ironic for me. And it's something that we need to change, and I'm going to work towards that, do my due diligence. But if you love this video or like this video, I urge you to like it. If you have something to say about my analysis or you agree, please comment. And I'd love to hear what you guys think, the casuals and the real actuals fans. So, yeah, follow the Hurt Biz on YouTube, and I'll be coming to you with more exclusive content. It's BFA Flex. Peace.